It was another absolutely insane week in the world of AI. It's so hard to keep up with it all. Don't worry, we've got you. Here are the top 10 stories in AI this week. General Intuition and Qt have built MIRA, a world model that plays a full 4-player match of Rocket League in real time, 20 frames a second, with no physics engine and no graphics code behind it. It was trained purely on 10,000 hours of bots playing each other, never a single human match, and it still keeps the ball, the boost meters, and every player's screen in sync for minutes at a stretch. The code, training data, and a playable demo are all open. So a model just watched robots play a video game and taught itself the physics needed to build its own version. 1X calls its new hand for Neo an API to the physical world, and the spec backs that up. 25 force-controlled degrees of freedom, 22 in the fingers and palm plus 3 at the wrist, all able to both move and feel contact as they work. They're built on a tendon drive system rather than gearboxes, waterproof enough to submerge, and food safe enough that Neo can wash its own hands. 1X is targeting 10,000 of these hands built in-house this year. Claude Cowork is expanding from desktop out to mobile and the web, so a task you hand off at your desk keeps running after you close the laptop. Check progress from your phone, and when Claude hits a decision only you can make, the question follows you there too. Anthropic's own usage data shows over 90% of Cowork activity isn't software development at all, it's used heavily for on-the-fly business operations requests. Beta starts with max plan subscribers over the next several weeks, with more plans to follow. The agent that works while you don't just got a lot more portable. Google Research has built SensorFM, a foundation model trained on over 1 trillion minutes of wearable sensor data from 5 million consented participants across more than 100 countries. It learns a single, reusable representation of human physiology from signals like heart rate, movement, skin temperature, and sweat response, one that transfers across cardiovascular, metabolic, sleep, and mental health tasks without needing to be retrained for each one. Google says it beats specialized models on 34 out of 35 health benchmarks, and it's designed to ground a future personal health agent. Your smartwatch has been quietly collecting this data for years. Now there's a model that can actually read it. Google's Gemini Spark can now watch a topic continuously and act the moment something changes, rather than waiting for you to ask. Tell it to track a stock price or your team's match, and it emails you a full analysis the instant the game ends or the threshold hits. It slots into the same desktop app that landed on Mac this month, alongside new third-party integrations and support for the Model Context Protocol. The pitch is simple: stop refreshing the page, let Spark refresh it for you. New research out of Anthropic says Claude has something like a global workspace, the same architecture cognitive scientists have long used to explain human consciousness. Using a new tool called J-Lens, researchers found only a small slice of the model's internal activity is ever accessible to itself, mirroring how little of your own brain's activity you can actually describe or reason about. Anthropic is careful to say this isn't a claim of subjective experience, just a functional similarity worth taking seriously for safety and interpretability work. Whether or not anyone's home in there, the plumbing looks familiar. Meta Superintelligence Labs has released Muse Image, its first in-house media generation model. It follows instructions faithfully, edits with precision, composes from multiple reference images, and can even call its own search and coding tools to refine a result before showing it to you. It draws on Instagram for social context and plugs straight into Muse Spark for agentic media workflows. It's live now in the Meta AI app, on Instagram Stories in the US, and on WhatsApp in limited countries, with Muse Video, a matching video model, coming soon. Meta finally has its own answer in the image race. Tencent has released Hy3, a 295 billion parameter mixture of experts model, and it's putting the entire proprietary tier on notice. Only 21 billion of those parameters activate per token, which is how it manages a 256,000 token context window without the running costs of a true trillion-scale model. Tencent says hallucinations dropped from 12.5% to 5.4% since the April preview, and common sense errors nearly halved after feedback from 50 internal product teams building on it. It's released under Apache 2.0, properly open, with weights on Hugging Face and a free API window on Open Router for the next 2 weeks. It's already running inside WeChat's assistants and Tencent's own game studios. Open models keep getting harder to write off as the budget option. Claude Code on desktop now has a built-in browser, so Claude can pull up documentation, a design file, or any other site and read, click through, and interact with it, the same way it already works with your local dev servers. It's sandboxed and configurable, running on a clean browser profile with none of your saved logins or history, and you choose whether sessions persist between runs. It's part of a wider desktop redesign that also adds an integrated terminal, an improved diff viewer, and rearrangeable panes. The web was always part of the job. Now Claude doesn't have to leave the app to see it. OpenAI's GPT-5.6 family, Sol, Terra, and Luna, is now rolling out live across ChatGPT, Codex, and the API. Sol is the flagship, available to Plus, Pro, Business, and Enterprise users at medium and higher effort settings, with a Sol Pro option for the most complex tasks. Terra and Luna cover the cheaper, faster end for everyday work and high-volume use. OpenAI also launched ChatGPT Work, an agent built on Codex and GPT-5.6 that can act across your apps and files, stay on a task for hours, and turn a stated goal into finished work. Sol claims state-of-the-art results across coding, knowledge work, cybersecurity, and science, while actually using fewer tokens than the previous frontier model. From preview to public rollout in 4 days, OpenAI isn't wasting any time. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you can go just one more step and support us by liking and sharing this video, we would really appreciate it.